So, good afternoon, students. So, today we will study biopharmaceutics and pharmacokinetics. So, it's very important subject because previously, what are the subject we have studied in pharmaceutics? It's completely based on the formulations, and also we have studied about different types of drugs in medicinal chemistry and different types of mechanism of action and pharmacology and different types of things we have studied. But this thing is particularly based on how the drug, when it is formulated with different other substances, how it's affected, how its therapeutic effect will be affected. Because always it is found that it is a misconception that only the presence of drug in the formulation is giving the therapeutic effect. It is not affected by any other substances. But it is slowly, it is found to be wrong, because the other things present, other additives, other excipients present in the formulation also somewhat affecting the therapeutic activity of the drugs. So that's why this biopharmaceutics will completely describe about how it will be affect, how different types of physiochemical properties of the drug is affecting your different other parameters, other process that is present in the body. For example, if you take some of the drugs that is only available in the form of tablets or solid dosage forms, but some of the dosage form, some of the drugs is having different formulations, like only in injections, not in tablets. So it is affected by different parameters. It is decided by knowing different types of parameters, how to select a dose and how to select a route of drug administration. Why only it's in the form of tablet, why it's not in injectables? Some of the drugs, why it's only in the injectables, not in solid orals? So this thing will be governed by knowing different other process or parameters, different properties, so that we can select which type of drug is suitable in which type of routes. So this biopharmaceutics is defined as, we can define it as a study of factors influencing the rate and amount of drug that reaches the systemic circulation, and use this information to optimize therapeutic efficiency of the drug. Try to understand what I am telling. It is the study of factors influencing the rate and amount of drug that reaches systemic circulation. We need to know what are the factors that are affecting the rate and extent of drug that is reaching to the systemic circulation. And using this knowledge, using this data to optimize of the drug formulation to give a good therapeutic activity, to improve the therapeutic activity of the drugs. So this is completely based on your biopharmaceutics. Generally, whenever we will discuss about biopharmaceutics, we need to know different body processes. Generally, there are 4 types of body process. After we are taking the drug, 4 things will happen to the drugs, to the dosage forms. First thing, it will go to the stomach, then it will disintegrate, then it will be dissolute, then the next step will be absorption. Then only all things will start. So that's why 4 processes involved in this in our body: ADAB, absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. So in this ADME, the first process is absorption. In absorption, what will happen? The process of movement of drug from the site of administration to the systemic circulation. The process of transfer of drug from the site of administration to the systemic circulation, we are calling as absorption. After absorption will occur, then the next step will be drug disposition. Drug disposition. So this drug disposition means the position of the drug is changed. That means the distribution and elimination. Drug will, after observing, after going to the system circulation, drug will distribute throughout the body, then it will be eliminated from the body. So this drug disposition consists of two things. One is your distribution, metabolism and excretion. So that's why two things it is what I told, distribution and elimination. Distribution and elimination. So let us discuss about what is distribution, how to define it. So when we discuss about individual process, because this is introduction, we need to discuss individually about all the process. How, what are the factors, how it is affecting, how the drug is absorbed, what are the mechanism, all things we need to discuss. So here one introduction for you. In drug disposition, two things will happen, distribution and elimination. So distribution means that it is a process of transfer of drug from one compartment to others. One compartment to other sites. Other sites means it may be blood or it may be extravascular sites. After distribution, what will happen? Elimination. Elimination means it is a process which tend to remove the drug from the body and terminate its action. Tend to remove the drug from the body and terminate its action. That means it will metabolize the drug and excrete it from the body. So two things in elimination generally consist of two things, metabolism and excretion. This complete process DAB is called as drug disposition. So let us discuss about this metabolism. Metabolism already you know, the active form of the drug is inactivated by different types of organs like liver, and that substance will be excreted from the body. So when you are taking the drug, sometimes that drug will not able to excrete from the body. If it is oil soluble, it is very difficult to excrete from the body. If it is a particular type of substance, it cannot excrete from the kidney. In this process of metabolism, the chemical nature of the drug will be changed, will be modified. That means the active form will be changed to inactive form. There will be no therapeutic activity of this inactive part. If it will not inactivated, what will happen? The body will recirculate in the drug will recirculate in the body, and slowly it will give a toxic effect. It will act as a slow poison. So that's why it is very important to inactivate the drug in the process of metabolism. Then finally, its nature, its physical properties, its chemical property, all things will be changed by the metabolism process. Then it will be excreted by kidney or by different organs. So this process is known as excretion. So this metabolism also we are calling as biotransformation. And excretion means removal of the drug from the body by using different excretory organs. So in this another part also came in biopharmaceutics, that is pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics means we can tell it is defined as the study of time course of drug in ADME. ADME means absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. And the relationship with the therapeutic and toxic effect of the drug. Time course, how much it is spent in the ADME process, what is the kinetics of absorption, what is the kinetics of distribution, what is the kinetics of metabolism, and what is the kinetics of elimination. All these kinetics of ADME, and we have to optimize these kinetics to give a good therapeutic activity of the drug. So without pharmacokinetics, we cannot get the proper dose of the drug. We cannot get proper dose of the drug because we need to know how much time the drug is residing inside the body. What is the elimination half-life of the drug? There are so many things there. Slowly we will go through it. So sometimes that's why we are calling pharmacokinetics as KADME. Sometimes we are calling as KADME. That is kinetics of ADME. Kinetics of absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. So in the next class we will discuss about this small introduction about this pharmacokinetic process. Then we will start your first unit, absorption of drugs, in the next class. Thank you.